Hello there. I haven't made a video like this in a while. This morning I feel called to talk about a good topic. What living a spiritual life, being spiritual really means. I think a lot of people think, yeah, well, I read spiritual books and I follow Gabrielle Bernstein or whoever, and I'm a spiritual person, so that means I'm living a spiritual life. But it's more than that, and it took me a little while to learn that too, to put actual spirituality into practice instead of just, yeah, we're all spiritual beings, but there is a spiritual life you can live, and that is where you get in touch with your soul and your truth and your who you are, um, by doing certain actions, by taking certain steps to clear out the ego in the head and the limiting beliefs. When you are practicing a spiritual life, when you're living a spiritual life, you know the exercises so to a point that you can reach your truth, your core, your soul being, which is happy and aligned and joy and does things in alignment. It lets go of all fear. You're not worried. You're not negative. That just kind of melts away. That's not to say that that won't happen, but you know the steps to take to get back into alignment when you're brought out of it into the more human world, which it happens because we're human here. We're humans having a human experience, right? So how do we get to that point where we are in alignment, when we are in alignment and accessing our core, accessing our soul, accessing our truth, accessing the universe, and being in alignment and flow? Well, that's where you have to choose what feels good to you as far as getting in touch, because there's different ways to do it. Just by sitting and breathing and being present is one of them. Just by focusing perhaps on what you have around you. I have this room. I have, a nice lamp. I'm so appreciative. I have this camera. I have, this flower headband from the Renaissance Festival I went to a couple years ago, and I'm so grateful for it. It's beautiful. I love the ambiance. So it's appreciating what's around you, but also you're in the present. You're not worrying about the future, not worrying about the past. So you're in alignment. You're more in touch with the true of who you are. So there are a few other ways. Meditating. You can do breathing, meditating exercises. There's thousands, if not millions, of free meditations to find online. Meditating, journaling out your fears, journaling out all the junk, and then writing about what you want to bring into you, what you want to manifest into your life, how you want to feel, how it will feel when you manifest the things you want to feel, and really getting in that vibration of, yeah, it's happening. And that puts you in touch with your truth. Doing things like yoga can help. Stretching, moving your body where you're focused on the pose and you're focused on your breathing, right? Again, that's bringing you into presence, yes? Taking a bath would help. Just, I'm going to relax. I'm going to relax. That puts you, again, in the present moment. So there's a few ways to do this, but you want to do something that's simple, that brings you, you can do every day to get into this mode. And yeah, you're going to say, well, Lisa, if something happens at work and I can't go take a take a bath or do a yoga pose in the middle of the retail store or wherever you work. Well, those are when you start using the tools of breathing, when you start using the tools of remembrance, like, oh, wait, that's my ego freaking out. Maybe you have your little journal with you. You can do like, oh, da, 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 da. Maybe you just breathe and be like, okay, this is happening and I'm going to be okay with it. And when I get home, I'll journal about it and I'm going to do some breathing. In any moment, you can take a few deep breaths. You can go in the bathroom and remember the outward world around you is an illusion, and you create what you want to see, right? Remembering that things that are fearful and in lack it's more of an illusion than anything. You can create the reality, but you have to have faith in that. You have to trust that. So living a spiritual life is having a regular spiritual practice. to put you and keep you in alignment whenever you go off, and not guilting yourself when you go off, because we're humans having a human experience as we're meant to, as we came here to do. So it's okay when you're not in alignment, but you want to try to remember and catch yourself and be like, okay, I got to get back in it. I got to start journaling again. I got to start pulling a card for myself every day. I got to do my meditations, even if it's only 5 minutes every day. Makes sense? I hope that kind of clears it up, because like I said, a lot of people seem to be like, yeah, I'm spiritual. Yeah, you know, I have some books. I'm a spiritual person. I have crystals. And it's like, yeah, but you should have a spiritual practice. Yes, you're spiritual, but you need to have a spiritual practice. Okay? Call it self-care if you want, but it's spirituality. I hope this helps. If you want to like, follow, share, whatever, you're welcome to. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day.